So the New Orleans Pelicans been having media day pretty much every day since camp started. I think they're about 4 days into camp now. They're recapping every single practice, and the media has just been with the team every step of the way. And so far, here are my top 6 things that we have learned about the New Orleans Pelicans training camp. Number 1, the New Orleans Pelicans are not having really good communication at the moment. I think we could keep it fair by saying this team is a new group. They're still trying to feel each other out. They don't know that communication factor yet because that's like a chemistry thing. And with this team only being 4 days in, I'm sure communication is something that they're going to be able to work on in due time. But right now, the communication needs a lot of work. You hear Van Gundy say it a lot.
The 2 areas where I think probably we haven't been as good would be that communication. Yeah, it's a work in progress, Andrew, to be quite honest. I mean, I would say it's an area that still needs a lot of work.
Also, I think that comes with the people that are in the room, because right now, all of the New Orleans Pelicans players have not practiced. Wayne Gabriel hasn't practiced yet. Plenty of guys haven't been at practice yet, and they're waiting on these guys to still come. So a lot of guys are having trouble with getting visas and stuff like that. And with that being said, they have to play the Miami Heat in the next 3 days. And you have to think about that. If the communication is not there with this team, will they be ready for a team who has already gelled together, who already went far together in the Miami Heat? I think that comes with also trying to find who the leader of this team is. Who is the leader of the New Orleans Pelicans right now that Drew is going, that Eatwine is going, all the guys that used to be here and get guys acclimated to the New Orleans Pelican system and city, those guys are not here no more. So we need a new leader. So now, Zion Williamson, you have to step up. A lot of people are looking at you. Brandon Ingram has to step up. Lonzo Ball, you have to step up. They are looking at you guys to carry this team for the next few years. And when it does get better, I'm sure we will see this team gel a lot smoother. Another thing Van Gundy has been talking about with this New Orleans Pelicans training camp is he said that the New Orleans Pelicans are having a lot of turnovers.
And we're still turning the ball over way too much.
So I'm sure that the New Orleans Pelicans are still knocking off that Elvin Gentry rust, because that's something that we had with Elvin Gentry. We had high turnovers, and I mean high. We used to have 14, 15, 20 turnovers before halftime, playing in Elvin Gentry's system, trying to move so fast. So the New Orleans Pelicans have to clean that up. But I'm going to be looking forward to seeing how smart we can play without Elvin Gentry's system, where you just pass, run. No destination, no half-court offense, and you're always throwing the ball away. So, we've talked about communication. We've also talked about the turnovers that Van Gundy has mentioned. Now, I want to talk about the defense. The New Orleans Pelicans training camp has relied heavily on defense.
I think today was the emphasis on the defensive end.
I think we're going to have an amazing defensive team.
And we have a pretty good team on paper defensively.
Of course, there is a big focus on defense.
I guess Van Gundy wants to run the team where he wants the defense to be the priority of the team, and we make moves based off of defense. Last season with Elvin Gentry, we used to make moves based on the fast break. So you just have fast break, and nobody was really stopping anyone. We didn't have the legs to stop anybody. We were just fast breaking and giving up so many points as well. The defensive scheme is going to be with Van Gundy's system. They want to give up the long mid-range, and they want to get guys off the 3 line and keep guys from coming in the paint. I think that's a really, really good game plan. And he wants our team to be a little more versatile. He also spoke a lot about Josh Hart, Lonzo Ball, Wayne Gabriel being our main guys to defend multiple positions. So hopefully Lonzo Ball is up to the challenge on guarding guys and don't really have a problem there. And another thing about our defense is that the Pelicans had a really hard time last season in guarding wing players. Well, Wayne Gabriel is going to be the one who have to help change that. So it's going to be interesting to see how he actually does it, to see how it actually looks on the court. But it sounds like a plan to me. I like this plan of having Wayne Gabriel not only guard the 5, not only guard the 4, but have him be more versatile and guard the 3. All he got to do is work on his feet, and then we will have the length that we need to guard that small forward position. All right, the fourth takeaway that we have from the New Orleans Pelicans training camp. Van Gundy, out of his own mouth, said that Lonzo Ball has become an outstanding three-point shooter.
Lonzo's become an outstanding three-point shooter.
Now, we know the questions going into camp was the fact of, has Lonzo Ball been working on his three-point shooting in the offseason? Now, we got Lonzo Ball consistently hitting threes with effectiveness to where it's a weapon. He wants guys to pay attention to him on the offensive side of the ball. You know he's going for most improved player of the year. He said he's going to go for triple-double threats every night. He had a really good stretch. I don't know if it was 6, 7, 8 games or 10 games back-to-back. He was averaging 21 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. If we can get that Lonzo Ball to come to this season, the Lonzo Ball before the bubble, then the Pelicans are playoff bound. Everyone stays healthy, and Lonzo Ball play how he was playing with this new revamped three-point shot that he has that is hitting consistently, then the Pelicans are playoff bound. The question was, will the Pelicans have spacing? Will they have enough shooting on the floor? And if Lonzo Ball is hitting this three-point shot, then that won't be an issue. All right, the fifth thing, which I think probably be the most exciting thing for everyone around the NBA, is that Zion Williamson has no restrictions. So the fifth thing that we pull from training camp is that Zion Williamson has no restrictions when coming into the game. A lot of people have been waiting to see him have a healthy season. This has to be the one right here. He's been training, been working out. I'm glad we don't hear nobody getting injured at practice, because that's the worst injuries right there. When you don't even touch the floor, you get injured while you're trying to get better. That's the worst. But our guys are looking pretty healthy. I hear Zion Williamson has picked up his speed a little bit. You hear a lot about Zion Williamson doing this conditioning test, and he was number 1 in his conditioning test. So that was amazing to hear that from Van Gundy and all the other players, that Zion Williamson looks great. He looks good. He looks bouncy. And some people say he dropped a little bit of weight. Some people say he looks the same. For me, he looks like he dropped a little bit of weight to me. He looked like he dropped a little bit of weight. And he's going to be playing up this year. I can't wait to see how he does. And that Lonzo Ball and Zion Williamson combination. So when we get to see Zion Williamson on the floor with a healthy season behind him, healthy legs, no problems, no restrictions, and I think he's going to show you guys why he deserved to be ranked 19 overall, only at 20 years old. So finally, the last thing we learned about the New Orleans Pelicans training camp is that the standout guy has surprisingly been Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Everybody has been talking about Nickeil, has been going completely off in training camp, making threes, making the right plays. He just needs to get his passing up a little bit. And Nickeil has been a surprising factor. They said he's been going completely off, hitting threes, going ham in the gym. Lonzo Ball praised him, JJ Redick, Van Gundy. All of these guys praised Nickeil Alexander-Walker for the work he did in the offseason and is actually showing in his game on the court. So you guys who are wondering if he's going to be a point guard or the 2 guard, they actually have him playing both. Nickeil is playing mostly shooting guard right now, but he's also going to be playing a 1. So be looking out for that from Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I'm going to be looking forward to his growth. Jackson Hayes, don't slow your growth down. I haven't heard much about Jackson Hayes during training camp. So I hope he's not just going through the motions. I hope he actually got better just like Nickeil. And with that being said, man, that's going to be it for this video. I hope the Pelicans are ready for the Miami Heat. That's only in 3 days, man. And I'm going to let you know another thing. I will be going live for that game. I will be going live for the Miami Heat game. So let me know in the comments. Are you guys going to pull up to the live? Also, let me know which one of these 6 things that we pulled from training camp are you most surprised about, that you are most excited about from hearing about the New Orleans Pelicans. Are you excited about the communication getting better? Are you excited about them cutting down the turnovers? Are you excited about Zion Williamson with no minute restrictions? Are you excited about Nickeil actually coming up and showing out? Or are you excited about Lonzo Ball hitting his threes consistently? That is something to be very excited about, but let me know in the comment section down below, and I'm going to catch you in the next video. Be cool. Be